Alright, Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to continue with the lecture 7 on the topic of blockwork and also innovative system, which are the last two types of IBS that we have. Okay, if you still remember, we have 6 types of IBS. So today we are going to cover the last two. Okay, but for the first part, I'm going to touch on the blockwork system. Then later on, we are going to have a look on innovative system. Okay, before we go into detail about blockwork system, let's have some introduction on blockwork system. Okay, so for your information, actually blockwork is being introduced in our country in the early 90s. Okay, and the application is more on residential projects. Okay, that's the most application of blockwork system that we can see in Malaysia. And in 2001, we have developed a guideline to specifically determine the standard sizes of the block, okay, which is known as Nation Standard 1064. If I'm not mistaken, you can check the slide. Okay, so we have a standard size of the block nowadays. Okay, so we must follow the standard size that has been designed for the block work. Okay, so you cannot simply ask for the sizes that not be included in the guidelines. Okay, and due to the advancement in technology, nowadays we can see the blockwork has been evolved and has become a building material with an aesthetic architectural application. Okay, so blockwork also have their element of aesthetic as well. Okay, so tak adalah nampak macam normal brick lah. Okay, so for introduction, okay, as you can see this diagram, this is the details of the blockwork lah, from the length, height, the face, width here, joint there. Okay, and it can be defined as a molded concrete units used in construction to build load-bearing and non-load-bearing walls. Okay, so basically blockwork ni can be used in either walls or either types of wall lah. Okay, it's not necessary to use for load-bearing wall only. And normally the units are core or hollow or solid, and of course it's being manufactured off-site lah. Okay, and is in this diagram, as you can see, is example of solid blockwork lah. Okay, there is no hollow or cavities on the blockwork. Okay, it also can be defined as a walling unit of length, width, or height greater than that specific for a brick. Okay, so as long as the sizes is much bigger than the standard brick, batu bata yang biasa tu, we can call it as a blockwork. Okay, kalau saya ada lebih besar daripada itu, is a blockwork. However, to avoid confusion, okay, sometimes of course precast beam also is much bigger than the standard bricks. Okay, our column also is much bigger than the normal bricks, standard bricks. So in order to avoid confusions, the height of a block shall not exceed either its length or 6 times its thickness. Okay, so as you can see in this diagram, okay, this is the length. Okay, the length, and this is the thickness. Okay, so means that the height, okay, height dia, yang ni thickness W, width. Okay, height dia tak boleh lebih dia punya panjang. Okay, kalau is more than the length, we cannot consider as a blockwork anymore. Maybe it's a wall panel or other types of wall. Okay, ataupun 6 times the thickness lah, the height. Okay, so that's the rules lah in order to avoid confusion between blockwork and other types of precast component, for example like wall panel and so on. Okay, so that's some introduction on blockwork.